ScrewAttack's Top 10 Mario Games.
Okie dokie.
You know, you could put Mario in just about anything, and it'd be awesome.
Yeah, anything. Man, we telegraphed that one so bad. Of course Mario's been in some crap. So we're gonna keep the same rules. You have to be able to play as Mario and take a look at the 10 worst. So you might as well throw Mario is Missing out the window. Because remember, you play as Luigi.
We've gone through and played every one of these, and as much as it pisses us off, we're not gonna cuss. We've already got a nerd who does that enough for us.
You're fucked.
See?
So, hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 Worst Mario Games.
Number 10.
Aw, fuck.
Dude, no cussing.
Man, back in the late 80s and early 90s when these new things called computers came out to a mainstream audience, Interplay saw something.
An opportunity to help teach young children how to type? Ha ha ha! No! They saw a pile of cash and they wanted to be Scrooge McDuck, so they made Mario Teaches Typing.
While the game actually serves somewhat of a purpose, the big sticking point for us was the music. It was supposed to sound like the beautiful sounds of Mario World. But with those great DOS sound effects, it sounded like a retarded R2-D2.
Number 9.
Oh, I can hear the fanboys freaking out now. Yeah, the US Mario 2 was a pretty cool game, but our main problem was that you were never actually playing Mario 2 to begin with. You were playing Japan's Doki Doki Panic, just with Mario's grill slapped all on it.
Yes, we know the whole background behind the game. Miyamoto worked on Doki as well, and the real Super Mario Bros. 2 was too hard for us stupid Americans. But all that doesn't matter because the entire game felt like a lie. A lie that has scarred us so much, we had to put it on the list.
As a matter of fact, just talking about it feels like pouring salt on an open wound. It burns.
Number 8.
We all know the Mario Brothers' primary job, plumbers. But they've also done demolition? An early game in the NES library, Wrecking Crew was about as boring as Luigi was purple.
Why the hell is Luigi purple? Anyways, a game based on breaking down walls, this Mario title didn't do a whole lot of that for the video game industry. Often forgot about, it's probably a good idea to keep it that way.
Number 7.
Speaking of totally forgetting about things, I bet Nintendo would like to forget about the Virtual Boy. We know the console sucked ass, but why?
Aside from the headaches it caused, its extremely small game library was about as appealing as a punch to the nuts. Poor Mickey. I got him good.
Trying to take full advantage of 3D capabilities, the original Mario Tennis allowed gamers the feeling of having balls flying at their face. Wait, that didn't sound right.
No, it didn't. And as cool as the new Mario Tennis games are, the original set the standard for suck with nothing special about it. It was just tennis. But it was in 3D!
Number 6.
I have one card.
Just 1 year before the greatness known as Mario 64 debuted, Nintendo allowed Interplay to make another Mario crap hole for the PC.
Nice recovery, man. Nice one. Mario's fundamentals allowed gamers for the first time ever to do everything you'd ever want to do with a portly plumber. Like play chess. Or even play Go Fish. Oh yeah, it was great.
Mario, go fish!
Looks like it's time to go fishing again.
As riveting and exciting as that sounds, there was really nothing fun about fundamentals. One interesting note though, this was the first time gamers heard the current voice of Mario, Charles Martinet, and he thinks we're fantastic.
Mario think you fantastic.
Number 5.
With Japan absolutely enthralled with all sorts of puzzle games like Sudoku and crosswords, it's easy to see why Nintendo thought the US would just eat up Mario Picross. Now it turns out the American public chose to pass on using their noggins and ate up another slice of pizza instead.
Part of the problem is trying to see what you're doing. The puzzles were already small, and putting them on a tiny Game Boy screen didn't help either. That and it was boring as hell. Nintendo learned from their mistake and decided to leave the sequels overseas. Good idea.
Number 4.
You would think putting Mario in a game with time travel is an incredible idea for a Mario game. Instead, we got a game geared at 5-year-olds with fill-in-the-blank questions. Sweet Lord! Sure, it's multiple choice, but how many choices do you need?
This is made for a kid? Who really cares? Aren't you supposed to learn this crap in school? Such a phenomenal idea, just crapped on. Nintendo, please take this concept, redo it, and make it the way it should be done. Not crappy.
Number 3.
Oh, baby. Literally. Mario early years preschool fun is not exactly geared towards the developed mind, but that doesn't matter. It has Mario in it, and some of the worst voice in video game history.
Find that picture, which makes this sound.
How are you supposed to learn when the words are spread out and doesn't sound like normal speech?
Alright, we get it. The final educational game on our list. We'd like to point out that educational games suck, except for the Oregon Trail. And developers should stick with making games with one goal in mind. Fun. Maybe some ass kicking. But mostly fun.
You chose that triangle.
Number 2.
And yet another revisit to the ill-fated Virtual Boy. With the system heading down the crapper, Nintendo needed something to pull it out of the toilet. Insert Mario Clash. And watch the total demise of the hopes and dreams of the red and black 3D handheld game market.
Think of it as a 3D version of the original Mario Brothers. Yeah, it was great. In case you're wondering, that was sarcasm.
One of the most heavily promoted games for the VB, it obviously didn't do the job. And judging by its shelf life of about 3 months, we're gonna bet you haven't played Clash. Thank your lucky stars. Alright, so let's recap before we get to number 1. Number 10, Mario Teaches Typing.
Number 9, Mario 2, Doki Doki No Panic.
Number 8, Wrecking Crew.
Number 7, Mario Tennis.
Number 6,
Come here, fishy fishy.
Number 5, Mario's Picross.
Number 4, Mario's Time Machine.
Number 3, Fun with Numbers.
Number 2, Mario Clash. So what is the worst Mario game of all time?
Number 1.
Oh yeah, you saw this coming. Originally scheduled to be a sequel to Mario World, Hotel Mario pretty much said, hey, you know all those great things you like about Mario games? Yeah, we have none of them. 30 coins for a 1-up? What the crap? Horrific sound, and controls that, yes, will even make a bunny cry.
Apparently, Bowser was so devastated by getting his ass kicked, he started a chain of hotels. I can't think of any other reason why this game would be based on hotels, but that sounds good.
Dude, you're wrong. The entire game is based on shutting doors.
Yeah, that's really worthy of a sequel to Mario World. I guess you could say that shuts the door on our top 10 worst Mario games. Ha 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 ha. Get it?
You're better than that. He is the face of the #1 video game company in the world. The most recognizable video game character ever. The video game character all video game characters strive to be.
It's me, Mario.
The lead in so many classics that any list involving the Mustache Man would be a tough one. The only rule here, you have to be able to play as the plumber.
That worked for me.
So without further ado, hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 Mario Games.
Okie dokie.
10.
Everybody knows where Mario started, running, jumping, and throwing fireballs. So why did it take so long for him to return to 2D platforming bliss?
The second most popular DS game ever didn't disappoint, giving hardcore plumber players all the basics as well as some new toys to play with. Throw in some mindless but fun minigames, and you're golden.
The only bummer about New Super Mario Bros.? Its length. Only 8 levels long, which can actually be shortened to 6 with a little bit of skill. Nintendo left us wanting even more 2D Mario greatness. Let's just hope it's not another decade before we see New Super Mario Bros. 2 Turbo Hyper Edition.
Number 9.
Sticking with the handhelds, Mario's debut on the original Game Boy helped drive sales as a launch title for the lime green screened Wonder Brick.
The first Mario game not created by Miyamoto, Mario Land held true to what made the original NES title so great, but now the portable plumber did battle in the occasional submarine and airplanes.
This game can't be overlooked. It's the third best-selling Mario game of all time, 18 million copies sold. And I love this game.
And I do too.
Number 8.
Up until 1996, Mario gameplay was fairly standard. And then the makers of Final Fantasy came on board and threw a monkey wrench into everything that Mario was about by making his battles turn-based.
What? A Mario RPG? Yeah, and you know what? It was good. Easy to play and a new revolutionary combat system that allowed a second hit with the tap of a button made Super Mario RPG a big hit amongst both role-playing fans and Mario enthusiasts.
One of the final Square-produced Nintendo titles of the 90s, this game was so big it packed 32 big megs of memory. Whoa!
And that's about the size of a downloadable game on Xbox Live now.
Number 7.
After the success of Tetris, the only logical step for Mario was to hang up the overalls and put on a doctor's outfit?
Named the most rewarding and frustrating play in a Nintendo game by Nintendo Power, Dr. Mario featured some addicting fun and even more addicting music. You like this song, Handsome Tom?
As a matter of fact, I do. Wow, Nintendo Power named a Nintendo game good? Who would have thought?
Using Mega Vitamins to ward off yellow, blue, and red fevers and chills was awesome in single player, but the multiplayer was what really made Dr. Mario rad.
Number 6.
By far one of the most successful Mario spin-offs has been Mario Kart. It started with the insanity that was Mario Kart and went to 64, and then to GameCube. But by most people's estimation, the best Mario Kart is on the DS. Why?
Because not only can you play your buddies at your house, but you can also play your buddies across the entire world! Wi-Fi's awesome.
Wi-Fi made a game everyone already loved and made it crazy better. So the only question is, when will Nintendo learn from the greatness that is Mario Kart and make online play available for other great games, like Super Smash Bros.
Speaking of...
Number 5.
Super Smash Bros. Is such a damn fine game, but is it really a Mario game? Well, can you play as Mario? Yes. It just so happens you can play as a crap ton of other players too.
The best fighting game Nintendo ever made deserves to be somewhere on the list. The beauty of Smash Bros. Is that it took the simplicity controls of the Mario franchise and somehow managed to turn that into a great fighting system.
Not to beat a dead horse or anything, but wouldn't that online play we were just talking about work great for Brawl?
Yes.
Number 4.
Before internet gaming was on people's minds? Hell, even before the internet was on people's minds, all Nintendo could think about was using its new SNES and its 32,000 colors to make a new 16-bit Mario adventure.
Turns out the most important color they used was going to be green, to create one of the most beloved sidekicks in gaming history. No, not him. Yoshi. Nintendo was lucky. Sometimes adorable sidekicks aren't received very well.
It's me, Jar Jar Binks.
Number 3.
Not only one of the best Mario games, but one of the best overall games in history. The first 3D Mario set the standard for all games looking to make the jump to the third dimension. A camera that gave you total control to see your surroundings of an already extremely well-controlled plumber made Mario 64 not only fun to play, but easy to play.
For its time, the graphics were just unheard of for a console game. And the music? Classic. There's a reason why this game was humped by reviewers when it came out, because the gaming world had never seen anything like it.
Number 2.
Do we really need to say anything about the original Super Mario Bros.? It set the standard. It led video games back to a massive audience. And even now, it's the most downloaded virtual console game ever. I love this game.
I love this game. Everybody loves this game. Without the original, gaming would suck and wouldn't be what it is today.
Without the original Super Mario Bros., ScrewAttack wouldn't exist. Alright, let's recap before we get to number 1. Number 10, New Super Mario Bros.
Number 9, Super Mario Land.
Number 8, Mario RPG.
Number 7, Dr. Mario.
Number 6, Mario Kart DS.
Number 5, Super Smash Bros.
Number 4, Super Mario World.
Number 3, Mario 64.
And number 2, the original Super Mario Bros. 1.
It's Number 1.
How can you top the original? Well, if you played 3, you'd understand. A game so big, an entire movie was made to hype its release.
So I give you Super Mario Brothers 3!
That scene still gives me goosebumps. A huge number of power-ups, warps, that huge land with big guys everywhere, incredible graphics. Damn, this game is just incredible. If you have an NES, you have to have this game. And if you've never experienced this greatness, we pity you. And your children.
You know, you could put Mario in just about anything, and it'd be awesome.
Yeah, anything. Ah, 2D. You were so great to us, we had no need for a third dimension. Then things changed. Games got a little more complex, a little more shape was added, and your favorite franchises were forced to evolve. Some did, some didn't. We're looking for games that were once awesome that when they made the jump to 3D, turned into a pile of crap. Now I know what you're thinking. Bubsy, right? No. We said we're looking for good games. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
You alright?
Man, I lost my voice.
Well, alright. For ScrewAttack's Top 10 Worst 2D to 3D Games.
Number 10.
Welcome to your doom.
What a great game. Altered Beast is an arcade and Genesis classic. So what do you do with the classic? Make a sequel 15 years later only to release it overseas and find out the game was equivalent to poop on a stick. There's a reason why this 3D catastrophe never made it to the States. The original Altered Beast had to do with Roman gods and kicking wolves' asses. Now this one has to do with some stupid-ass science experiment. It's a shame all the phenomenal voice acting had to go to waste. Sarcasm.
Who are you?
Phenomenal. Ugh, this game's awful. Handsome Tom, even with your lost voice, right now, you could voice act in this game.
Really?
Number 9.
Oh no, the knife, man!
511 in progress. Let's go.
Man, the original Narc was just crazy. Shooting drug dealers everywhere, collecting cash, rabid dogs, on drugs. Then came the jump.
Police, get the fuck down!
While you're pretty much just supposed to shoot everything in your way, this time around it just seems really dull and monotonous. The slogan of the original Narc? Say no to drugs. The slogan of the new Narc? Crack is good for you.
I'll kill you all! I'll kill you all!
An embarrassment as both a video game and a reflection on society, Midway should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for putting out this travesty.
Number 8.
Admittedly, I don't think 3D World Runner is a bad game, but we did say games that make the jump to 3D, right? And that's where this game suffered. You actually had to put on 3D glasses to play. Why is the switch to 3D so bad? Well, you can't see anything. In a game about fast-paced jumps and movement, you gotta be quick, and you can't do that while trying to see just what the hell is going on. 3D? Non-3D. 3D? Non-3D. Yeah, just go take those glasses off.
Number 7.
One of the all-time greats that just got thrown down the crapper with the jump to 3D. Like 3D World Runner, you actually had to put on 3D glasses for the effect. Or at least, that's what they told us. When you have the glasses on, you have no idea what you're looking at. Contra Legacy of War is already hard, and then when you throw in a crappy gimmick like 3D, it's just ridiculous. The 3D jump really took all the best things about Contra and took them away. I mean, who wants to play with a guy wearing teal? But thank you, video game gods. Konami recently announced a 2D version of Contra 4 for the DS.
Number 6.
One of the best beat-em-ups of all time, Final Fight set the standard in the early 90s. And after a couple 2D sequels, Final Fight went the way of Crystal Pepsi and disappeared. And then it came back, and it sucked balls. For when it was released, the game had some crap-tastic graphics, and the camera was just horrific. Streetwise was so bad, the studio that produced it actually had to shut down after its release. That's bad.
You gonna let this no-good piece of trash play you like that?
Damn, that looked good. Number 5.
Oh my god. Just watch. While some would think we put Mortal Kombat on the list because of number 4, they would be wrong, because we actually like that game. Mortal Kombat really effed up with Special Forces. In a brave attempt to move away from the traditional Mortal Kombat fighting game, Midway felt like giving themselves a fatality after releasing this beat-em-up. What about making a game about a kick-ass Mortal Kombat character like, I don't know, Sub-Zero? Oh, wait.
Number 4.
Poor Mega Man, once a mighty and proud figure, one of the most recognizable video game characters in history. Now I don't even know who you are anymore. Your jump to 3D made us want to cringe. You took everything that was cool about your games and took it out, only to add bad controls, a horrific camera, and a 12-year-old's voice.
Glad you showed up when you did.
I mean, come on. Who really wants to play you in 3D anyways?
See ya.
Enter the unique world of virtual gameplay with Nintendo Virtual Boy.
Wow, a 3D console?
Hadouken!
Yeah, that's what we thought too, until we actually played it. It gave gamers headaches because of the lack of colors. Only 2, red and black.
Virtual Boy is so advanced it can't be viewed on conventional TV or LCD screens.
With the exception of Wario, the entire game library is a joke. We're not putting the games on the list, we're putting the entire console. And this thing's supposed to be portable? Seriously? You need like a suitcase to carry it around or something. As successful as Nintendo's been with their innovation lately, that same innovation made them the laughingstock of the industry.
Number 2.
The poster boy for Sega, it's amazing to see how far the Blue Hedgehog has fallen since his jump in dimensions. Crappy games will do that, and for whatever reason, they don't seem to be improving. 3D turned this quick and easy game into a mess of cutscenes and confusion. I don't know, New Sonic just doesn't seem as fast. I guess they're just missing a little blast processing.
So what's blast processing do?
Alright, let's recap before we get to number 1. Number 10, Altered Beast. Number 9, Narc. Number 8, 3D World Runner. Number 7, Contra. Number 6, Final Fight. Number 5, Mortal Kombat. Number 4, The Blue Bomber Mega Man. Number 3, Virtual Boy. And number 2, Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's number 1.
The Castlevania series has some of the best games in history. Why? Because they kept it simple. 2D platforming awesomeness. Every Castlevania was incredible, up to this thing. The ultimate black guide to an otherwise stellar franchise, the 3D world was not good to the series, or to the gamers who played it. Horrendous graphics, an awful camera that you couldn't control, and a learning curve that would make Dracula fearful. Apparently gamers loved the original so much that a second 3D version was rushed out the same year as the original. And you know what? That sucked ass too. Sure, the more recent Castlevania games are a bit better, but for the initial jump, it felt like a stake getting rammed squarely into your heart. Once a year, an event comes around that makes our gamer weenies go absolutely nuts. An event where big boobies and big announcements go hand in hand.
And now we don't know what to expect from E3 since it's all changed.
We're here to celebrate the greatness that was and still may be E3 by counting down the ones that got our blood boiling so much we just couldn't take it. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 E3s.
10.
And what should have been a showcase for the best console never to make it?
Throw the Dreamcast.
The Dreamcast had the gaming world by the nuts and failed to squeeze.
Known as a katana up to this point, they only had a snippet to show. It was the Tower of Babel. Other than that, they had nothing else on the floor. Damn.
Konnichiwa.
Even though the Dreamcast didn't take advantage of the limelight, others did by bringing together some great franchises like Silent Hill, Need for Speed, and one of the most popular franchises, headaches, ever known to man, Pokemon.
Number 9.
Nintendo has always had the handheld market cornered ever since they came out with the original Game Boy. But in 2004, they took a big risk and had 2 screens of awesomeness with the DS.
Not to be outshined, at the time, Sony made a huge splash with their sleek black PSP. Hell, everyone was impressed with the graphics. It was a handheld. But as great a potential as the PSP had and still has, it's funny that in 2004, everyone was asking the same thing they are today. Like, where the hell are the original titles?
Number 8.
I've savoured every moment. You may not think it to look at me,
but I have commanded armies.
I have no regrets.
The big announcement came when the October 26th release date was put out there, promptly causing gamers to change their pants. In addition to the Sony news, gamers were a bit skeptic to see a new kid on the block come in and show off some new hardware. After the conclusion to E3 2K, gamers quickly realized there might be something to this Xbox thing.
In addition to the Xbox, Microsoft also made some waves when they showcased with Bungie a little game called Halo.
Hostiles have been neutralized.
Say again? Over.
The drop zone is clear.
Number 7.
With no new consoles or hardware in 2003, it was all about the games. PlayStation put out Siphon Filter Gran Turismo, Nintendo had some Mario franchises, but the big talk was a little guy called the Master Chief.
Damn, that game was gonna kick ass. And you know what? It did. It did. While only being shown for the computer at the time, the console world was about to see a preview of a game that was gonna get absolutely abused in Xbox Live with all the great online capabilities, unlike any other game in the history of consoles. Ever! Halo 2.
Number 6.
With the PlayStation 1 firmly beating the crap out of all its console competitors, the PC world was itching to see the brand new, recently announced Pentium 2 processor.
Hell yeah, in 97, that was powerful.
A title expected to take full advantage of your computer's capabilities was Duke Nukem Forever, which was shown for the first time, getting gamers geeked about the sequel.
After a decade of waiting on any news, the coolest character in gaming's sequel is now laughed at as it seems it will never be released.
Not to be outdone, the consoles actually showcased some very stout games in 97, like Metal Gear Solid, Symphony of the Night, GoldenEye, and demos for Zelda, and F-Zero 64. The only black eye, Superman 64.
Number 5.
As the world was preparing to end in 1999, the gaming world was showcasing a new beginning. The PlayStation 2 was demoed for the first time, wowing any and all gamers. The GameCube, known as the Dolphin at the time, dropped some major bombs and actually told gamers about its specs. Ooh, gecko processing, whatever that means. But the big buzz was about what then Sega VP of Marketing Peter Moore was saying.
With its $99.99 launch date, the Dreamcast was slated for a cheap $200 price tag, and what? It was going to come with blazing 56K modem speed? So you could actually game against other gamers that are not your little brother. Damn! Dreamcast, you're the best.
Number 4.
Man, you want to talk about hype? 2006 was either going to be a huge success or failure for Nintendo. Gone was the revolution, in was the playable Wii for the first time. The runaway hit of the show, people waited how long to play this thing?
Too long.
You're the last one in line.
I'm the last one in line.
How long are you expecting?
They just said 6 hours up there.
Number 3.
When you have a gaming show that is and was as big as E3 is, there had to be a start somewhere. But these beginnings were anything but small and humble. 1995 marked the first time gamers were introduced to next-gen gaming in the form of the PlayStation, and it's announced nearly 200 games available, as well as the Ultra 64. Along with Next Gen, there was also No Gen, with the Sega Saturn and migraine waiting to happen, Virtual Boy. A huge debut that would eventually become an industry staple, E3 was here to stay.
Number 2.
6 years into E3's existence, the gaming world has been taken by some of the weirdest news ever. The makers of some of the greatest consoles in history wouldn't be doing it anymore. Sega games would now be appearing on non-Sega consoles. Man, that's weird.
While Sega fanboys mourned, Nintendo fanboys cheered as the Big N showed off the portable SNES, otherwise known as the GBA, and portable lunchbox, also known as the GameCube. A huge year for games. Gamers now saw Disney and Squaresoft team up with Kingdom Hearts, Luigi take his act solo, and hooker sex become STD free with Grand Theft Auto.
Number 1.
Let's flash back to 2 years ago.
The biggest and most important news to gamers was the upcoming console war for the big three. The hype was at an all-time high. What is so revolutionary about the revolution? How could PlayStation possibly fall from its top spot? But the big news was the launch of the upcoming Xbox 360.
The internet buzz was deafening, as never before had this much time, effort, and money gone into promoting gaming consoles.
With the oh-so-critically named PlayStation 3 coming to fruition, industry analysts everywhere, G4, you alright?
No.
Immediately thought it would crush its competitors like the weenies they were, until they heard its price tag.
$600.
$600. Woohoo! Sony fanboys, go!
You know what's going to be the biggest E3? This year's E3. You know why?
Because we're going to be there. Stuttering Craig, Handsome Tom, and everyone's favorite nerd, the angry video game nerd, taking E3 by storm with our nightly updates on ScrewAttack.com. Make sure to check it out.
Not a porno site.
Is there anything cooler than a ninja? Maybe a pirate? No. Highly skilled badasses designed to take you out, making you bleed your own blood without breaking a sweat is what they do best.
Let's get this out of the way right now. Dragon Ball Z characters, they're not ninjas. These are the top silent and not so silent assassins that just reek rad while delivering a throwing star to the chest. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 Ninjas.
10.
Hitting you with a ton of hits is important, but hitting you with a ton of hits and making it look cool is even more important in Killer Instinct. Jago will beat your ass and scream at you and make you feel good about it because it looks so pretty.
Jago also takes on all comers, werewolves, crazy mind chicks, dudes made of ice, and even himself. The biggest selling point for Jago, his glowing sword and ability to shoot an ecto beam from his hand.
Number 9.
Thomas in Kung Fu may not be your stereotypical ninja. I mean, he doesn't wear a mask, doesn't dress in black, and his move list, it's fairly limited. But you know what? He doesn't need to be. He knew his girlfriend was kidnapped, and he said, fuck it, I'm gonna bust through that front door and beat all their asses.
So powerful, he could take out fleets of men with just a punch. Thomas also had an incredible breakdancing ability and was not afraid to punch a man in the nuts, or a midget in the face.
Number 8.
Once very high on the Sega totem pole, Shinobi was an arcade classic. Nowadays, though, Ninja Joe is just another dude in the video game world. But this ninja makes the list purely off reputation.
Sure, there was a new Shinobi game on the PS2, but it didn't feature Joe, and it didn't have the same story. It had something crappy about a sword that nobody cared about. In the original Shinobi, Joe was doing the right thing and stopping bad dudes from kidnapping kids. That's awesome.
And very ninja-like.
Number 7.
Nothing says ninja honor like humping the ground like it's a geisha. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
Goemon's mystical ninja skills included beating the hell out of you with a yo-yo. Yeah, a yo-yo. Can you name another ninja that beats the hell out of people with a yo-yo? I didn't think so. Katak! Although he did lose some points in the awesome area when he had to collect cats as power-ups. What's up with that?
Number 6.
Sometimes size just doesn't matter, and this little bastard is proof. He actually killed his mentor.
Master, you're dead.
This pint-sized Professor of Death has some serious attitude, can run off walls, and has some crazy accuracy with his chain. Super deformed, but crazy fun. iNinja's rage is what held him back from getting a higher spot.
Number 5.
The world of Mortal Kombat has been diluted so bad by countless characters, I don't even know who these people are. Who the hell is this dude?
That's, I actually made that character. That's a created character, dude.
Ah, that character sucks. Regardless, there bring two consistent figures that all MK fans know, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Both have signature moves and great things about them, but since we have to choose just one, we have to go with the Chief of Chill.
Sub-Zero wins.
Sub-Zero has appeared in every MK game,
but not Special Forces,
and was the first MK character to get his own game,
even though it sucked.
But what really made him cool was that if you didn't like it, he'd rip your freaking head off.
Number 4.
You know, I don't know who deserves to be on the list more, Strider or his sword. Either way, this dude definitely has all the skills to be a top-notch ninja man.
He's fast, has the aerial stuff down, and has complete control of his surroundings. So much so, the futuristic sword wielder has control of metal tigers. You can't say that about Sub-Zero.
One wrong move around this guy, and he'll hack and slash you so fast you'll explode. Yeah, explode.
Number 3.
Some of the greatest characters of all time, Leo, Mike, Don, and Wrath, made ninjas awesome when they came to America.
The foursome behind some of the greatest beat-em-ups in history, not only do they know how to be silent but deadly, but they also have a good time and grab a slice. The Ninja Turtles gracefully have combined 20 years of honing their skills with street smarts and skateboarding.
Number 2.
Sometimes you don't need to talk, you just need to watch. Alright, let's get the ninja recap going before we get to number 1. Number 10.
Number 9.
Number 8.
Number 7.
Number 6.
Number 5.
Number 4.
Number 3.
Number 2.
It's number 1.
This superhuman freak throws fireballs, flies, and can cut a plane in half. That's awesome.
Ryu Hayabusa has sword skills, nunchuck skills, decapitation skills, and pretty much any ninja skill you would ever want.
You know, not to mention the old school NES titles are awesome, and the compilation SNES game still goes for a crap ton on eBay. Ryu has such power, grace, and skill, he literally has the title of Super Ninja.
He's such a great ninja, my dog's name's Ryu.
Dude, that is absolutely awesome. High five! This time around, we're going to take a look at something very near and dear to us here at ScrewAttack. 2D shooters.
2D shooters where you're in a plane, a jet, whatever, destroying everything on the screen.
Now, before we get all freaked out and go fanboy on us and say, hey, where the hell is Life Force? We're going to say, this is our list.
And our list is great.
You're damn right. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 2D Shooters.
Number 10.
Going old school to start, Xevious helped set the standard in vertical shooters. Released in the arcades way back in '82, it was ported over to pretty much every console imaginable.
Now, heralded for its sweet 80s graphics, it had areas like we've never seen before. Land, water, bases. It was so advanced.
Amazing. Now you can download it on your virtual console right now, but nothing is like getting your Xevious on in the arcade with your joystick.
Number 9.
A lot of people get so caught up on console shooters, they forget the PC actually had some good ones. Raptor Call of the Shadows was under a lot of people's radar because they were too busy playing the Super Nintendo.
But if you played Raptor, you know what we're talking about. It was great. Now when you start your mission, you got about 3 seconds of peaceful music, and then whack, you're thrown to the wolves. Also in '94, the PC's graphics were so far superior to any consoles, then when you throw this crazy thing called video in, it totally kicks it and ass kicked them.
Ass kicked him?
Ass kicked them.
Ass kicked him.
Number 8.
You know, I think we learned something from 1943.
We did?
Yeah. Shoot the orange planes. They give you power-ups.
This little World War II plane had everything. You could even control the weather.
What?
That's right.
The what?
Lightning.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
Another cool thing, your little plane can take a lot of hits, not just one. But when your life bar gets low...
And I hate that music so much. It makes me so nervous. I don't know if I can do it.
Number 7.
Atari's best-selling game ever. Asteroids took wallets and destroyed them into a million pieces. This game was so popular they had to add bigger coin boxes to the arcade machines because people were dropping so many quarters.
Suckers! Just stupidly addicting. It's everything that is right about old-school retro arcade games. Not a lot of colors, not a lot of options, but you just can't stop playing it. It's like a crazy vortex that just kind of sucks you in. It consumes you. You just become one of the machine. It's crazy.
And you spend a lot of quarters.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Oh no, the world has been invaded by spaceships, and it exploded. Damn.
Luckily, Axelay is here to avenge our debts. This is a classic in every sense of the word. You've got both overhead shooting and side-scrolling to play with.
You're not just defeating bad guy ships, you're fighting against everything. Things fly at you from the ground to the sky, blowing up blockades, and one of the best features, you're not just limited to the size of the screen. You can scroll further up, further down, left or right.
The only thing that pisses us off, they were promising a sequel when you beat the game twice.
On difficult.
It never happened.
Bastards.
Number 5.
If you've never seen Galaga and played it, we might as well take your gamer card away.
Dog,
Hey, have you played Galaga before?
what's Galaga?
What?
I've never heard of that. I'm playing some Gears of War though. You wanna play?
Do you have a gamer card?
I guess.
Can I see it, please?
It's an every mom and pop pizza joint from here to Timbuktu. If you haven't played it, there's no excuse. You can always download it on the 360.
If you're good, you can play for hours and hours on end with just one quarter and just rack up the points. Which leads us to the next big question. Does it ever end?
You know, I don't know. This is a great time to bring in our 2007 Iron Man champ, Chris Coup Machine Delp.
No, I can't.
Thanks.
Number 4.
One of the pioneers in shoot 'em ups, R-Type was great. And then it went super and got awesome.
Its signature thing returns to tackle the 22nd century. As we talked about, power-ups play a big role in any shooter, but what plays an even bigger role is when you die. I mean, look at this kick-ass ship and all the weapons I have. And then...
Number 3.
One of the few shooter franchises that kept pumping out sequels and still improving. We all know how Gradius works with the power-up system, and all that holds true in the most recent classic in the franchise, which makes it just what the doctor ordered. If something's not broke, don't fix it.
While retro gamers grew up on the NES and Super Nintendo version, if you've dropped off and haven't picked up a PS2 controller and Gradius 5, you're missing out. It's everything that made the series great. Gradius 5 isn't just the future, it's in the future. The year 8010. Amazing.
Number 2.
Holy crap, this is absolute insanity. To sum up Ikaruga in one word, innovation.
Dodging the wrong color bullets and then picking up the right ones made this game one challenging mother.
Nah, not like this challenging. I prefer the ability to actually move while playing a shooter.
We can definitely move, that's because the controls are spot on. The more people that have the chance to play it, the better.
Which is great because this game's actually rumored to be on Xbox Live soon.
Can you imagine this game with leaderboards and achievement points?
Let's get the 2D shooter recap before we get to number 1. Number 10, Xevious.
Number 9, Raptor.
Number 8, 1943.
Number 7, Asteroids.
Number 6, Axley.
Number 5, Galaga.
Number 4, Super R-Type.
Number 3, Gradius 5.
Number 2, Ikaruga.
It's number 1.
Just from the intro screen, you know this game's gonna kick ass and it's gonna be something special. UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo is actually better than the arcade version. It looks better, it sounds better, and it plays better.
Power-ups aplenty, huge bosses, and a difficulty curve that is just right. Hey, Handsome Tom.
Yes.
Who's your favorite fighter?
I think Greg. He's a big, fat, happy guy.
I like Shin. I mean, look at that hair. It's like everybody's cooler with hair covering just one eye.
This is the total package. Great graphics, great sound, controls are awesome, and it has the ability to customize your power-ups. It's so cool.
You need to play this game. You need to. It's important.
So it's finally here. The final chapter in the Halo series. Does it suck? Do you care? Either way, you're gonna do your best to contribute to Bill Gates' money and fork over the cash. But what if you only had enough money to get just one game and you don't care about Master Chief?
First line clear, move up!
These are the games that are getting us most excited besides Halo 3. And with apologies to Metal Gear Solid, which hasn't announced a release date yet, and Assassin's Creed, which we just haven't seen enough to know whether or not we like or not, this is Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's top 10 games to buy besides Halo 3.
Number 10.
What better way to start off a countdown than with Nintendo's chubby-ass mascot?
Anytime you have a Mario title, gamers' ears generally perk. But this is the first title on the hottest console in the market, and those crazy-ass controls actually handle okay. I mean, Twilight Princess was pretty awesome.
But the thing that got our pants going most crazy is what Reggie said at E3 this past year.
In one sense, this is the first worthy successor to Super Mario 64.
Did the president of Nintendo just say the GameCube Mario sucked? What?
Number 9.
If there's one thing that ScrewAttack loves, it's some Street Fighter. The countless hours and quarters we threw down in those damn Street Fighter arcade games shaped us into who we are. All 47 versions.
Well, here comes another one, but this one's going to be a lot prettier. Redoing 100% of the art and putting it in beautiful HD is going to be an incredible step for SSF2 THDR.
Number 8.
Beating some ass 10 years ago when it was released on the 64, the Turok games were incredible for their time, and then they went and effed everything up with Evolution. But we're going to give the series one more chance.
God is the Indian, and In is the Special Forces Commando who just happens to have the last name Turok. It's funny how that works out, huh?
Despite having the most incredible weapons known to man at his disposal, the Turok series continues to ask, why do you need a crazy-ass gun when you have a bow and arrow?
Number 7.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I would buy a PSP just for this game. Dracula X Chronicles not only revives two of the best games in the Castlevania series, Dracula X and Symphony of the Night, but also introduces us silly Americans to a game that has never seen our fair soil, Rondo of Blood.
Throw in some redone 2.5D graphics, and you've got a winner. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Congratulations, PSP. You can now count the number of decent games on your console on two hands.
Number 6.
The only PC game we're totally stoked about is Crysis, because we want to see how good it's going to look. Winning Best PC Game of E3, you might as well have a supercomputer if you want to play this thing.
The ultimate test to see how big of a graphics whore you really are, the graphics card alone cost $500. I know I want to play this game when it comes out, I just don't know if I can afford a brand new computer to play it on.
If this is your first go-round in the realm of PC gaming, you might want to think about starting on something a little less demanding on your rinky-dink PC, like Commander Keen.
Number 5.
If look through the history of video games, you will notice that The Simpsons have never been blessed with good or even decent games.
After finally realizing there's a franchise out there they can make money off of that they don't already own, EA has stepped in to try their best at making the most popular animated family in history a video game success. Could this be the best Simpsons game ever? It better be, damn it.
Number 4.
You'll have to wait a little longer than the holiday season for this one, but it should be well worth it.
Because it comes with a wheel?
No, because it's Mario Kart and it's one of the best racing franchises out there.
Real-time racing against other gamers across the world? Holy shit!
We also think that more racers means more fun. How many more? Well, stay tuned.
Yes, more racers is more fun, isn't it, Reggie? Let's just hope the character selection screen doesn't start looking like the latest adaptation of Mortal Kombat.
Number 3.
Lance and Bill have been through some tough times in the past decade or so. Our favorite blue and red spandex-wearing soldiers haven't had a real solid Contra game since Contra 3 on the Super Nintendo, and Konami knows that.
So they're taking all the crap they put out between then and now and saying, will you guys just kind of forget about that? And finally releasing a worthy sequel to the Contra series the way it should be done. And the best part? You'll be able to play whenever you want.
After playing it at E3 this year, we were hooked.
Number 2.
There is no doubt that Nintendo has done an incredible job developing its franchises. And now they've made a franchise out of beating the crap out of their franchises. Genius!
The anticipation is huge for Brawl, as for the first time the Wii Online capabilities will actually be put to good use. All the favorites are back, but with new additions, like Pit, Wario, Snake, and Ike? Who the hell is Ike? There's still plenty of time before the game's released, and who knows what other characters will be announced.
In case you skipped ahead in the video, let's recap.
Number 10, You Are Mr. Gay.
Number 9, Super Street Fighter 2 Hyper Dude whatever.
Number 8, Turok.
Number 7, Castlevania.
Number 6, Crisis.
Number 5, The Simpsons.
Number 4, Mario Kart.
Number 3, Contra 4.
Number 2, Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
I can't wait!
It's number 1.
In the crazy world of FPSs, there have been World War II after World War II after World War II rehashes just slop down in front of you and developers say, hey, you're gonna play this and you're gonna like it. But what's this? Something different?
By far one of the biggest threats to Halo 3 as Game of the Year, Call of Duty 4 looks, sounds, and plays absolutely superb. And that's just the beta. Why is this number 1?
Heads up!
Because we can't stop playing the same 3 levels over and over again. It's just insanely fun. And that's what games are supposed to be about, right?
We called Infinity Ward's community manager Robert Bowling to see what he thought about this distinct honor.
Talk to me.
Robert, what's going on? It's Craig from ScrewAttack.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, dude, guess what? Call of Duty 4 has been named the top game to buy besides Halo 3. What do you think?
Holy shit. That's right, bitches.
The only problem with putting together a list of the top 10 NES games is that everyone's is going to be different. Seriously, not one single list is going to be the same because there's so damn many classics and everyone has their favorites.
So the main things we did while putting our list together was A, make sure we choose only one game per franchise, and B, when we popped it back in, we could still play it for hours upon hours after all these years.
You may be saying to yourself, isn't this kind of generic for a ScrewAttack Top 10? Well, yeah, but we had to do it. That clunky gray box shaped gaming into what it is today. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 NES Games.
Number 10.
One of the most underappreciated characters in video games. It's about damn time Pit got some time in the sun. Kid Icarus combined aspects from a lot of your favorite games and brought them into one.
Dude, you just rhymed. That's funny. The multiple styles and levels made gamers stay on their toes while still kicking ass. And what better way to get to the level you want than with a password? Yeah, it was a password pack. Is that a lowercase L or an I? I can't even tell. I can't even read my own writing. Damn it!
Number 9.
Now this is where our list is probably a little different from a lot of people's, but the bottom line is Batman on the NES makes us want to pee our pants with excitement every time we pick up that controller.
Multiple weapons, jumping off walls, and one of the best soundtracks on the NES. Then you throw in top-notch controls and perfect difficulty. Man, Batman was a total package, just like the movie.
Number 8.
We figured that while we could talk about Final Fantasy, no other person would be better to do that than the man behind the Final Fantasy retrospective on GT, Brandon.
I think the best thing by far about the original Final Fantasy was the fact that you could pick your characters. You had 6 different classes that you could pick. So, even when you beat the game, you kept thinking, what if I went back and I played with all red mages or all monks? And it had a really good story that was a lot more developed than I think of other Nintendo games at the time. It had a twist at the end, which not a lot of games did. And it was really, really hard.
Yeah, what he said.
Number 7.
Making the jump from the arcade to the NES was generally a pretty bad translation. Games usually saw a dramatic drop-off in every category across the board. But Ninja Gaiden said, screw that, and pumped out sheer greatness.
Is it Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden?
Ninja Gaiden. Hey!
Well, that didn't help at all. The first time gamers were introduced to the top ninja of all time, Gaiden floored gamers with an in-depth storyline and the best cinematic cutscenes there were. For $5 on the Virtual Console, this is a must-have.
Number 6.
Falling blocks are awesome. The most popular puzzle game ever, Tetris is simple, addicting, and has a rockin' soundtrack. One of the coolest things about Tetris was the appearance of the NES characters after you dominated Game Mode B. Man, Mario looks pissed.
This ending actually tells a lot about the future of some Nintendo titles. I mean, Donkey Kong's playing the drums, Link is playing the ocarina, and Samus is playing a cello.
What the hell are you talking about?
Number 5.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. The code that was brought to the table in Contra will live forever. Not only because everybody knows the code, but also because it gives you 30 damn lives.
Fast-paced, difficult run-and-gun action. We were introduced to giant-ass bosses and a number of different power-ups to just mow through the bad guys with. But let's be honest, the only one that really mattered was the spreader.
Number 4.
We had such a hard time deciding whether to put Mega Man 2 or 3 on the list, we had to have a tiebreaker. Which game is better, Mega Man 2 or 3?
2.
Alright, Mega Man 2 it is. But hey, if you got a problem with it, you take it up with High School Ben, not us.
2.
This was back when Dr. Wily's Robot Masters were actually robots, and not stupid-ass things like Boomer Kawangers. What the hell's a Boomer Kawanger anyway? I want robots. Killer robots. With fun names.
Well, you say that now, but according to Mega Man 2, within the next 2 years, the world's gonna be populated by these evil robots, and they're all gonna have their own stages. That's reassuring.
Number 3.
Yeah, we know the big shocker. Samus is a chick. That's pretty cool. But I think a lot of people get stuck on that and forget how great of a game the original Metroid really is.
You got a point there. The immense amount of power-ups, huge levels, and of course, the memorable Justin Bailey password that scored you the green-haired, scantily clad chica with a gun for an arm. This was one of the first games that you actually had to stop and write down the password because it was so damn big. Hey kids, it's time for Handsome Tom's Useless Knowledge!
Nintendo actually wanted to put a battery pack in the game for saving in the US version, but sales didn't do so well in Japan. So instead, they put it in our next entry.
Number 2.
Zelda is worth its weight in gold. Inspired by Miyamoto's childhood experiences of playing in the woods and destroying Octoroks and giant man-like pigs, this open-area free-roaming experience was GTA before GTA was even a concept, just without the whole hooker, murder, and firearms thing. Man, only if Miyamoto hadn't grown up so sheltered.
As we mentioned, this is the first game to feature a battery pack to save games, so Nintendo heads wouldn't have to worry about their passwords. Just make sure to hold down that reset button when you're done playing, or you could lose all your data, and that would suck.
Let's recap that 8-bit greatness before we get to number 1. Number 10, Kid Icarus.
Number 9, I'm Batman.
Number 8, Final Fantasy.
Number 7, Ninja Gaiden.
Number 6, Tetris.
Number 5, Contra.
Number 4, Mega Man 2.
Number 3, Metroid.
And number 2, Zelda.
It's number 1.
This is what Mario is all about. Now you may be saying to yourself, man, what a predictable choice. But it's not just us who think Mario 3 is the best NES game ever. Everyone does.
Super Mario 3 is the best game of all time.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Super Mario Brothers 3. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh, Super Mario 3, definitely. I'm a girl.
The secrets were everywhere in this game. And who can forget the first time you saw a giant Goomba? There were so many different power-ups, some of them don't even make sense. A bear that turns to stone? Who thinks of this stuff? They've got to be on drugs.
And the sucker is packed from beginning to end. We could talk for hours about how great it is, but we suggest you take your happy ass and sit it down in front of your TV and re-experience it for yourself. You'll be thanking good old Stuttering Craig and Handsome Tom when you're done.